eduka yobomo ya Uhuru Superstores Limited nero eduka cholide ilikuwa tukachirangi cha Crown Paints eyure company nambe yemo eyokorose chirangi meyenseyiga ya Kenya. Crown Paints nigo emanyira sokoro isya ebintu biria bikomanya seyeka ngo kwanira chirangi echo boyiko chire chichi brand ao echo chire chingi ya kirage chirangi chiga nigo chire chibirengo ao punabono mbabwate chirangi cyo gwakwa imeye nyumba isiko ye nyumba chire chikomentre nigwa amavuta yani oil na bwigo chiriya chia mache inyoranga chirangi chiga nigo chire korwase chire chiri guririke iriya gatigati wekarigori lyabantabati bwigo imeya Uhuru Superstores nero eduka yuka iyo bwate emixer iyo bwochoganya chirangi wikabunuraganye bwochoganire erangi yiga aseduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores na bwokwege namuna ekale aho watagete nigo kwayanyora bwikirano tutarire rero elibwe nyorere abamanyi nabwigo Ekeonga enyumba yao use asomanyete use chire chebiasara nchibwa tokorelekana okuya na ayonsi nigo araikirane ekero utumikite chirangi cha Crown Paints eduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores yego toka se enyumba ya Uhuru Complex imeyumucho yigo musongo eywerangene eduka ya Safaricom mwigo ngotuka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers eyure angene bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simbwetera seti namba chabo 0111161500 Uhuru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Aha. Kwa hiyo umeamua kuumwaga mchele kwenye kuku wengi. Mbona mimi na yako siyasemi? Mwanaume gani wewe? Kutwa kujilizaliza. Sehemu ya kulia mimi, unalia wewe. Ukirudi nyumbani, unalala tu. Haujali mwenzako nimekula, nimeshiba au nina njaa. Au niwaambie watu kama mchezaji majeruhi. Kwa mwezi unacheza mara moja tu. Niache!
Dada, maneno unayamwaga hayo.
Niache. Wewe umeamua kuyamwaga. Kuanzia leo, watu wote na
Wancha murigerera nigo cyaragire Chinsa Isano na Ibere cyabona mugaso ritwerigari Alhamisi tariki 25 na isato mutenyo 5 na 3 Ekeonga senchira yobwenge veni Nyaboga koraso muno wimanyiriro njenga therene Nyaboga makwisinero kone kebuna chibiche cyamaro ingo ikirachira senchira yobwekirano kaba na intugoika omwere mambia rero murayibwense Dr. William Samuel Ruto nigara umurobero boko bekerwa abasaye wetania chiribuchimi 15 na isato ba NYS chiguto ensemo ya Gilgil county ya Nakuru asa chingwana chaya Ruto nigate abasabu nigo barachiko kaendera konyora amaigiri araba konye na boigo omurobiro bo ase omurobiro bokolika abanyanyimbo mutinyo gocha abasayabo gwetania chiribunye nigo barachiko enyorera amabaga yemiremo buna abanyanyimbo.
Some of you will advance into higher training in agriculture, ICT, engineering, and hospitality, becoming the skilled professionals who will drive our industries forward. Others will join our disciplined services, standing guard over our nation's peace and security. And I have already given instructions to the Ministry of Interior that next month, when we hire 10,000 police officers, of the 10,000, 4,000 must come from the National Youth Service. Many more of you will venture into private enterprise, powered by the Hustler Fund, Nyota, and other initiatives that are turning ideas into thriving businesses. Wherever your path leads you, each of you carries responsibility and the privilege of building Kenya's future.
Bunge ya Senate ritukuria rero nigo yagenda usinigegendete gutegerera ekina kyomo governor we county ya Kericho omoske Eric Mutai ritukuria kabere rero ekine kyo nigo gia cha Getembe gutegererwa ritukuria igoro. Bunge yue ekurawa no monogeri omoske Amason Jeva King nigo yategerera Chinsa mo Ibere ensemiri yo bosoiri na boigo ensemiri Eric ebete ke bosoiro.
From the before I go to the results again, because now these MCS have now received the message according to you, and you have put the evidence there that you send a message to them.
Yes.
Let's look at the security of this site that you are using. The security of the site.
Yes.
Have you ever done any penetration tests on this site to demonstrate that it's secure?
That one I can.
Penetration sites. You know, I handle the presidential election petition, and we had an issue on ICT.
Yes.
So there's something about penetration sites. You know about them?
I know.
Yes. In this system, did you do penetration tests to confirm that it's a very secure system, and we are ready to deploy it?
We confirmed because the IP.
Did you do penetration tests?
No, we didn't.
You didn't. Eh? So you don't have any report on the security of the system.
Yes.
Training of MCAs. According to the ICT protocols, the policy that you said you have not read, or have you read the policy on ICT, on deploying of technology and applications? There's an important aspect of training that you are aware. Is that correct? Were MCAs adequately trained on how to use this system? And where is the evidence of the training? Because training is an important part of system application and development. Were MCAs adequately trained on this system?
We had trained them on the internal system.
On the internal system. What about the voting system?
The voting system was too easy to understand, and we are using the same platform.
You are an ICT person.
Yes.
Do we all have the same knowledge as you?
We
are
provided,
all MCAs ICT
we provided
personnel?
the guide on how they could vote through that link.
Why is there a requirement that training must be done?
To build the capacity.
To build the capacity of the use of the system. Yes. What about the manual? Do you have a manual that shows how this system is supposed to be used?
User manual.
The user manual. Do you have a user manual to show the Senate here, the House, the upper chamber, that this is the user manual, this MC?
Morai wense Dr. William Samuel Ruto ni garuro kubolya gocha sebigambiro bienane obokoreri bwene bitari kwege mera osekwege karanse mo inde yonse gokwana kurwa amagocho KICC umucho Nairobi chinga kichoko chengera emyaka 15 ye katiba Ruto ni gaburete bigambiro birwani obokurumi na mbibwetrania no bokurumi bonde biwensi na boigo bienane obosibore gocha ase Kenya bonse nsemende nigo amentetebuna ase myaka 3 yaitire nigo atianirie abana chebi no usonigali kira abana chebi na emerongene na batano na babere mirimo na abande emerongetano nigo bagendrete kuligeriwa kulingoliwa na ekioni getambukiro kyogosira ebigambira satebra ase myaka 3 irebosyo osa ase myaka 3 bono nigo abana chebi na barachi kuli kumirimo barachi guika emerongo kyanda na batano na babere.
The judiciary, entrusted under Article 159, must equally guarantee swift, impartial, and credible justice. Justice delayed, it is said, including in corruption cases, is not justice only deferred, but justice actually denied. The judiciary must confront corruption within its own ranks. I am aware of the vigorous and often unsettling conversation around terms like jury pesa. As painful as this may be, they cannot be ignored. If the institution mandated to dispense justice is perceived as corrupt, it not only erodes confidence, but undermines the very constitution it is sworn to protect. The judiciary must rise to its highest calling to cleanse itself, uphold its independence with integrity, and prove itself the true temple of justice for all Kenyans. My administration, at the request of the judiciary, has provided resources for the hiring of additional judicial officers, especially judges. So far, in 3 years, we have appointed and I have sworn in 47 judges. Another 50 are being recruited as we talk. That will make it 97 judges in 3 years. No other administration has provided such kind of human capital to support our judiciary.
Chinga kiechechio Prime Minister Mukoro Raila Odinga nere ni igakwanirete igatie Chinsa ya mochiria chiabeire chikorenta ogwakwa anene magigaye katiba enya gochakigwa asa kwanirete ekiombe ky'abanyanyimbo anene mono asa amatuka bwangoiga ekati y'abantu babeire bagusibiria amagimabo asa amaboko y'abanyanyimbo naboigo abandi bagotigwane chinkoma chimbe asa semendo ni igakwanirete ekiombe ky'obochone chimbe kya IEBC.
Some of the institutions of the 2010 Constitution have let the country down, of course, in my estimation. The National Police Service, in my view, has left us worse off than we were before 2010. Abuse of the right to life, degradation of human dignity, torture and denial of security of person by the police have increased under the watch of National Police Service. While the current effort by the government to compensate victims of protests offers some ray of hope with regard to policing, it may be time for the country to rethink its approach to police reform. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission equally stands out as an institution that has made no progress securing for Kenyans what they sought. The same issues that Kenyans faced in 1992, when it held its first multi-party elections, still hound us. Let us hope that the new electoral commission that we put in place is going to make a difference. Confidence in the commission remains extremely low. Election officials and the processes remain some of the most distrusted and divisive in Kenya. Our elections are some of the most expensive in the world. That is, the cost of per ballot is much higher, 5 times it is in the United States. It never seems to matter how many times we turn over the commissioners or election technology. The doubts remain while the costs get higher. I want to hope that the latest version of IBC will tame the tide against the negativity and doubts that surround the institution.
Mokonyo muraibwense Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki ni gara igikaro kyo kwanira amagenderero omochio Nairobi nige ikaro gikirano ni gati abawaziri na boigo abagavana au kwane mambia rero mu waziri bw'ekigancha ya serikali Oske John Ng'ong'o Mbadi nigo akwanira omurobiri o procurement gose kugura ebintu gwetera enchira ya kirero anemono city serikali church county saburi county na boigo ebunge county bunge church county Kobwatira omurobiri uyu koboko nengana boyego yego koboko no mokonyi wo muraibwense Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki asateba neba omurobiri uyu kogwetera amakongo ao nerebuya abagavana gose serikali chichi county chinyo bwatire koboko.
Can't you ask yourself? I have issued circulars on zero-based budgeting. I have issued circulars on treasury single account. When I issue circular on e-procurement, people have a problem with it. And all these are circulars from the National Treasury. It's because people have interest in procurement. That is the truth. They still want to go back to manual and manipulate procurement, where they pluck papers from the tender documents. And that is what we are not going to allow. I was hired to bring change. In fact, Parliament vetted me. And one of the things that I committed to Parliament on was to bring e-procurement in government. And they congratulated me for that. So how Parliament can turn around now to say that e-procurement is violating the Constitution? Where is that provision of the Constitution? The Attorney General is here. There is no violation. In fact, the Constitution is very clear that accounting system, procurement system is a function of National Treasury. We design the accounting system for government. We design procurement system for government. So there is no excuse. Nothing has been revoked. We did not present anything to Parliament to be revoked. I don't know.
E-procurement increases transparency and accountability of public resources. Nobody is disputing that. And I think what our brother, the chair of the Council of Governors, is saying is that the county governments are experiencing challenges in making use of e-procurement. For the comfort of the chair of the Council of Governors, it is not just county governments that are experiencing those challenges. Even national government agencies are experiencing the same challenges, including my office. However, we must resolve those challenges and implement e-procurement because we will not revert to the manual procurement system whatsoever.
Mwancha humurigereria nigo chia butokire chitake 15 igoro ye Chinsa Isano na Ibere chia no mugaso ekiragabu nango chikire mwere w'Ekeonga Chinsa Isano na Ibere asenchira yobwe ngomwere yamuna yanda mange ninchi okoretera asenchira yobwe ngichikoraga Chinsa 10 chengoro wakati na Nyaboga veni Nyaboga kroso muno abo imanyirio makwisnera kone kemuna chibiche china marengo ekirashira asenchira yobwe kirano ase kagetare Getembe DJ Reels ngo shari me studio akoretere omurobiro vibes on vibes twaro borobyo tumrani Chinsa chiko.
Superstores Nero eduka asorgo ngurigarua South Nyanza yanchere amone company ya mabati Rolling Mills eyuko yabwatuka uchiase abaonia aiga ntobwate showroom asura achabwirigirie amabati anda usialia utagete showroom yetu nigo ere engale eyuerengia na boigo ekogokie riso yao chingaki ogoswasa yiga kurigiriria amabati yiga ntubwate etime tembo abo bagokora imirimo ase showroom yiga babwate chingoro chingiye cyugo kwarigania na boigo cyo tebererie kende kensi uraganie bagotebererie company ya mabati rolling mills niko babwate amabati chingenjo ao ayuare ye chikala ao na boigo ayuiga bwate chi profile net gauges ao bunabono babwate normal corrugated na boigo box corrugated asibego babwate boomerang ayuare aye chigage emeronge tato asama mabati alia ye chigage emeronge bere na isano na isato babwate tile profiles alia au oriental elegantal versatile gross na boigo na versatile mat MRM niko babwate lifestyle ayuago chana roman jinko na boigo web design babwate yiga nika babwate chikala bunabone lia chaco gray brick red tile red maroon sky blue na boigo na green obutambe bwe mabwate yiga niko bokolengana amo nukuganya gwe customer mbabwate bintu bindi boigo ebyo ochikunyara kabo gutumika chinga gicho gwakeranya mabwate yiga ase nyumba yao tutari rero ase ouru MRM showroom onyare kabo gukwerera amabwate yu akomenya segeka ayo uchane warrant na boigo ayo urakoberwa ikasure asubwango eduke yiga ya ouru superstores yego toka se nyumba ya ouru complex imiyo muchuligo busongo iyo erangene duka Safaricom boigo ngotuka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers iyo angene bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simgwetra sete namba chabo 0111161500 Ouru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Asegeka k'emyaka 49 ebenki ya Wakenya pamoja sako yabere n'omugusi negukinya omugusi ase enengo ya